Alright, here we're going to look at a couple different examples of writing equations based on information you've been given. Now when we write equations we have two forms, standard form, slope-intercept form. And so we have to write these 2 points in terms of those two equations. So the first thing we need to remember is what is standard form. So when we think about standard form, we need to remember that this is the form ax plus by equals c, where a has to be positive and a, b, and c represent whole numbered coefficients. And then of course we have slope-intercept form, which is the standard y equals mx plus b. So in this one we're given 2 points and we have to create our slope-intercept form based on these 2 points. So the first thing we need to do is find that slope. So here slope again is going to be your rate of change, and so you've got either combination you want in order to find it. So we're going to go ahead and do -8 minus 7 all over 9 minus 7. We're going to reduce that, and this gets -15 over 2. So in this case, here's our slope, and we can use that plus what's called your point slope. Point slope is where we have y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. We have 2 points to choose from. You can use either point and then your slope, and you're just going to plug the information in to the prospective places. So we're going to plug into y1, the m, and the x1, and then we're going to rearrange your equation to get slope-intercept form. So let's use our positive point. Actually no, let's use this second point here, because that's going to turn this to be positive. So we're going to have y plus my 8 is equal to -15 halves times x minus 9. So now we need to solve for slope-intercept form. So here we're going to have y plus 8 is equal to -15 halves x, and then we're going to have plus 135 over 2. So here we get that y is equal to -15 halves x plus 119 over 2. So here, this is our slope-intercept form. Now once you find slope-intercept form, we can go from that form to standard form. So we're going to start here. Y equals -15 over 2x plus 119 over 2. First thing we're going to do is multiply this whole thing by 2 to get rid of your fractions. So this becomes 2y equals -15x plus 119. We have to move the x to the other side, so we end up with 15x plus 2y is equal to 119. And thus, ax plus by equals c. So our next form is right here. We have our 2 forms, and so we have satisfied our problem. Now the second example we have is done in pure fractions. So here we're going to do the exact same thing that we did, only this time we're working with fractions. So again, the first thing you need to do is find your slope, and that's change in y over change in x. So in this time we're going to go 1 minus my 3/7 over 4/3 minus 2/5. So you need to combine your fractions on the top and bottom in order to reduce down to get your slope. So here your top is going to become 4 over 7, and your bottom becomes 14 over 15. If we continue reducing, we're going to end up with 30 over 49. Now that you know the slope, you can do the same thing we did before. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So here we're going to have y minus 1 is equal to 30 over 49 times x minus my 4/3. Again, we just simply have to reduce it down. So this becomes y minus 1 gives you 30 over 49x minus 120 over 147. So y is going to equal my 30 over 49x, and then this is going to be plus 27 over 147. This can reduce, and so here we end up with y equals 30 over 49x plus 9 over 49. Again, just like before, we right here have our slope-intercept form, so we're halfway there. We just need to take slope-intercept form and we need to rewrite it into standard form. So we have y equals 30 over 49x plus 9 over 49. We're going to multiply the whole thing by that 49. And so in this case, we're going to end up with 49y equals 30x plus 9. I need to move the x over, so this becomes negative 30x plus 49y equals 9. If you remember the rules, a must be positive. So the last thing we have to do is we have to multiply this whole thing by the negative 1 to change a to positive. So here we're going to end up getting 30x minus 49y is equal to negative 9. And therefore here we have our standard form. Okay. So there are two examples of starting with coordinate points and ending with slope-intercept form and standard form. So if you have any questions, please let me know. If you have any additional examples that you would like to see or any problems that you need help with, let me know about that too. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I'll see you next time.